struck the Midwest in quick succession, flipping cars in Indiana, flattening neighbourhoods in Ohio. Those caught up in the fury described the experience.
Heard it coming, like they say. It sounded like freight trains, several of them.
A couple flashes of light, and then we just heard everything just pepper against the house, and my husband looked out and he goes, "I just saw the garage blow away."
One tornado packed wind speeds of more than 220 kilometres an hour.
Taco Bell's gone, Goodwill took out the church, Walmart took out half of the Walmart.
Among the worst hit, a small fishing village in Ohio.
We did our best search as we could, but there's many places we couldn't get to. So we're going to recheck those areas again.
Authorities describing the clean-up as a long-term effort. Amy Greenbank, ABC News.
Some McDonald's restaurants across Australia and the world were forced to close on Friday because of IT issues. But the burger giant is saying that it wasn't a cyber attack. From Sydney to Tokyo, McDonald's customers had to look elsewhere, and many took to social media to complain. The fast food chain called the global problems a technology outage and apologised for the inconvenience. Many stores were unable to take online or credit card payments. All systems are now back up and running. Essendon has beaten Hawthorn by 24 points on the back of a final quarter surge in front of nearly 74,000 fans at the MCG. While Collingwood insists that there are no signs of premiership hangover after the Magpies lost their second straight match last night. And on a hot afternoon at the MCG today, the Bombers held a slim lead over the Hawks at every change before a 5-2 final term.
As the Bombers celebrated 40 years since their back-to-back premiership wins over Hawthorn, it was clear the famous rivalry between the two clubs is still alive.
Oh, there's a ball. Here we go. 1984-85.
Recruit Jack Ginnivan was busy in his club debut.
Welcome to the Hawks, Jack.
Jake Stringer responded at the other end to edge out the Hawks in a tight opening. The spite continued.
It might be worth something.
Marbia Chol missed, but quickly made amends.
Danger level lifts.
His first goal in Hawthorn colours.
That's better.
But 3 late goals to the Bombers kept them ahead in a close contest at the main break.
He is a very big man. He can kick the ball a very long way.
Dylan Moore challenged Chol for mark of the match.
Oh, got it. He captured it beautifully.
Both sides traded goals and the lead in a higher scoring third term. The Bombers' pressure lifted noticeably, Stringer reaping the benefit as the margin grew. Another off-season recruit made his mark on club debut.
A 55-metre Bombers bomb!
The Bombers' breakaway giving them the perfect start to the season. That couldn't be further from the truth for Collingwood.
We can improve these areas quickly, the numbers aren't horrendous.
The Magpies' unfurling of the flag soured by a 33-point loss to Sydney, who kicked 5 unanswered goals after half-time. But any suggestions of a premiership hangover were quickly dismissed.
We have trust in the process. We try to get better every single day. That's been our mantra for 2 years and it's not going to change.
Tom Maddox, ABC News, Melbourne.
In the Super Rugby Pacific, the ACT Brumbies have won in Dunedin for the first time in more than a decade. They've defeated the Highlanders this afternoon. The Canberra side has had back-to-back wins, despite questions about their early season form.
It was a slow start for the travelling side, but there wasn't much separating the teams at the break. A mere 4 points the difference before a half-time Brumbies boost. Speedster Corey Toole shifted the momentum.
Here's the pace of Corey Toole
as his team took control, kicking a penalty goal and scoring another try to seal the upset win, 27 points to 21.
The boys thoroughly enjoyed it, so yeah, it's a win that I think I'll remember for quite a while.
In Melbourne last night, a first-half scoring onslaught set the Queensland Reds up for a 27-point win over the Melbourne Rebels. Seru Uru became the first Queensland lock to score a double in a Super Rugby match in 28 years.
Oh, it's razzle, it's dazzle, it's a Reds classic!
He crossed for 2 of the Reds' 5 tries in the first half. While the Rebels managed 3 tries in 15 minutes, the Reds found another gear to close out the game 53 points to 26.
To win on the road 53 points, I think it was 53 in the end, that's not bad.
The win moves them up to second on the ladder. And in Perth, Western Force coach Simon Cron has labelled his team's loss against Moana Pacifica as horrendous.
I think we've got to apologise to our supporters and fans because that's some of the worst rugby I've ever seen.
The penalty count read 6-0 to Moana in the opening 25 minutes as the Force struggled with ill discipline. The home side came within 5 points of the lead with 20 minutes left, but continued to make errors, giving away another penalty goal to give Moana the 22-14 victory. The Perth-based side remain winless and will try to turn their season around when they play the Reds at home next Saturday. Anthea Moody, ABC News.
The Wellington Phoenix have returned to the top of the A-League table after a 2-1 win over Sydney FC. The Sky Blues went ahead early, that's thanks to Robert Mack. They then had a goal disallowed on video review. An own goal levelled the scores in Auckland before Costa Barbarouses completed the comeback for the Phoenix. While elsewhere, Macarthur FC, they came from behind to beat the Roar in Brisbane. Goals to Tommy, Azcock and Raphael gave the Bulls a 2-1 advantage, which is how it stayed. The result sees Macarthur jump to third, while the Roar dropped to 8th on the table. American Wyndham Clark holds a 4-shot lead after round 2 of golf's unofficial 5th major, the Players' Championship. The US Open champion backed up his strong first round with a 7-under 65, just one shy of the course record at TPC Sawgrass. Round 1 leader Rory McIlroy struggled, finishing with a 1 over 75. Jason Day is the best of the Australians. He's tied for 16th at 6 under. On the satellite picture, monsoon winds and tropical lows are triggering rain and storms in the tropics, heaviest in the top end and Queensland's north near a strengthening low. To the synoptic, and tropical moisture is bringing a few showers to Western Australia's west, and moist winds are triggering showers across central and central parts of South Australia, northwestern Victoria, New South Wales and Queensland. Looking around the nation for tomorrow, next in Queensland, mostly cloudy and showers in the east and mostly sunny and hot in the west. To New South Wales and the ACT, showers in the northeast with cool to mild temperatures and mild to warm in the west. For Victoria, mostly sunny and warm in the west, cool to mild in the southeast. In Tasmania, mostly cloudy and mild in the south and mostly sunny and cool to mild in the north. Turning to South Australia, a late shower there with very warm to hot temperatures in the southeast and central parts, mostly sunny and mild in the west, and an isolated shower and hot in the north. In Western Australia, mostly sunny and very warm in the southwest, and a late shower in the northeast. And it's very warm across the Northern Territory, with showers and storms in the top end, showers in Arnhem, mostly sunny over the interior and sunny in the south. Looking ahead to Monday's forecast for our capital cities, in Brisbane a possible shower, partly cloudy with a high chance of showers for Sydney, a late shower in Canberra, in Melbourne sunny, partly cloudy in Hobart, Adelaide and Perth will be mostly sunny, and a possible thunderstorm for Darwin topping 33. And that's the latest from ABC News. I'm Mariam Saab. Stay with us for Foreign Correspondent. That's coming up after this break.
The following program contains content that may disturb some viewers.
Manishma Australia. Okay, Todaraba. The Israeli city of Sderot sits about a kilometre from the border with Gaza. Not many people are here anymore.
You want the full gen? Talk to Mabs.
Miss Portman.
Of course. Margot wouldn't belch without Mab saying pardon.
Margot did go backstage, yeah, just as we were about to go on.
Why was that?
Thank you. Lindsay's A string was playing up and she didn't have any peg dope, so Margs went to dig some out of her case. But whatever Fergus may have heard, I'm sure it was just a misunderstanding.
Of what, Miss Portman?
Margot had this idea that what the orchestra was really being charged for travel and accommodation while on tour was less than the amount that Donald was billing for.
And he was pocketing the difference?
Yes, I